Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Joel here with as many reviews as possible, and today we're doing the review of the Inov-8 F-Lite 235 V2.
Watch every 2 minutes, okay? We're going to start at 0. Tim, you ready to go? Ready to go? Ready, Mary?
So long before Nike ever came into play, the two major options that you had for functional fitness shoes were Inov-8 and Reebok. Usually you'd see the people that gravitated towards Inov-8 shoes liked the more minimalist designs that they had. The 195 is still in production and is still one of the most popular functional fitness shoes on the market. What makes Inov-8 so great is that they have a function over form design. Sometimes the shoes are not the best to look at, but they perform excellent given whatever task is at hand. The F-Lite 235 is no different than what we'd normally see from an Inov-8 shoe. The looks are kind of a hate it and love it kind of thing. I don't actually hate it, but I don't love it either. They're kind of just neutral to me. This is one of the better colorways for the 235s. Some of them are a little bit loud, and if you have been following Inov-8 shoes for a while, you'll know that that's kind of just their style. They like to pick some crazy colors and throw them on shoes. But for what it's worth, there's a black version, so you can always get that. So now taking a look at the upper, you'll see that it's a little bit different than most Inov-8 shoes and most training shoes on the market. The upper is more of a mesh upper with a overlay. It's got the Rope Tech guard on both sides, and on this model it's got the 360 Rope Tech, which extends all the way up and should protect this area against rope abrasion. You've got your standard Inov-8 mesh up front, which is a little alarming because that is the same kind of mesh that they've always been putting on their shoes, and there's always been some kind of durability issues. The toe area has a guard to protect your toes against banging into the floor for burpees. Around the back you've got this external counter for your heel, and of course you've got the power heel that is 50% more dense than the forefoot of the shoe. Inov-8 traction system, you've got their Metaflex grooves as well as their patented fascia band. So if you're coming from a 195, you're going to notice that the fit on the 235 is a lot wider than what you're normally used to. The toe box has a pretty good amount of space. The front of the shoe is more flat than pointed. The midfoot actually cradles your foot pretty well. You've got the adapter fit technology, which makes it so that the shoe kind of conforms to your foot. The drop on this shoe is a 0 drop. The insole is a 3mm footbed, and the midsole stack is 10mm. So the shoe is very low to the ground, and that's what kind of makes Inov-8 shoes what they are. They're very more minimalist than the rest of the shoes on the market. This is one of the most flexible shoes that I have ever used. Really moves with you when you're doing any kind of movement. This is also one of the most breathable shoes that I've ever used, almost to the point where it was too much and my feet would get cold. My extremities get pretty cold, and that I noticed pretty quickly, especially in the colder months right now. So unlike my 250s, I had to go up to a size 10 with the F-Lite 235s, because if you have Morton's toe, where your second toe is longer than your big toe, after a while that's going to end up jamming up into the front toe guard, and then this part is not flexible at all, so it's just going to end up bashing your toe in. So the 235 fit me a little bit loose in a size 10, but it's still comfortable for me to wear, and it's better than my toes smashing up to the front with a size 9.5. If you don't have that issue, then I would just size your 235s the same as all of your other Inov-8 shoes and in line with all the other training shoes that you have. So performance in the 235s is excellent. This is an all-around great performing shoe for functional fitness. Those that are looking for a more minimalist platform will definitely love the 235. It varies a lot from the 250, which is also another popular Inov-8 shoe. That shoe has a heel, an elevated heel, and this shoe has a flat heel. You still have the power heel for excellent power delivery, but other than that, this is a more flat shoe, and that's the main difference between the shoe. I've been using this shoe for the past month or so as one of my main training shoes, and I don't really have anything to complain about. I actually prefer to do my Olympic lifting in flatter shoes than in elevated heels, Oli shoes. And I think the responsiveness and just all around fit and feel of the Inov-8 235s makes it one of the best training shoes on the market. Compared to the Nano and the Metcon, the Inov-8 235 is the most flexible and the lightest of those shoes, while still providing very good stability and power delivery when it comes to lifting movements. This is an all-around very good shoe for functional fitness. If you guys want something different and you wanted a great performance shoe that was a little bit more minimalist than those, the Inov-8 235s is going to be probably the best selection out there. If you guys have any questions about the Inov-8 235, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Leave a thumbs up if you liked this video and a thumbs down if you didn't. Tell me in the comments why you didn't. And as always guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because it really helps me out. Thanks guys.